you've been dating him for months. Things are great. I mean, you guys are going on dates. You may have even met his family, but you're concerned because there's no title, there's no ring, there's really no real talk about the future. You feel stuck and tired of waiting. Now, I want to let you know that this video is not about forcing him to commit. So if that's what you came here for, that's not what this video is about. This video is about centering yourself, getting your power back, and creating your own timeline for this relationship. If you're new here, welcome to Heal the New Sexy, where we discuss all things healing, self-love, and relationships. My name is Cynthia. I'm a licensed therapist and relationship coach. In this video, we're going to uncover the mindset shift that you need. We're going to recover how to get real clarity and also your non-negotiable timeline. And that's my favorite part. I think in every romantic relationship, you as a woman should have a timeline for what it is that you are expecting. And let me just give you a little hint. You don't discuss it with him. You don't tell him about your timeline. You just keep track of it. So first, let's talk about the mindset shift. Stop making him the center of your universe. As women, we are groomed, we are shaped that men should be the center of our life, right? Some of us, I don't want to say feel, we have just really been conditioned that we should focus on men, okay? But I want you to focus on you. I want you to shift from waiting for him to living your best life. Even while you're dating or even when you're married, you still should be focused on you and living a life that you desire, all right? So stop the waiting game. His timeline is his business. Your happiness is yours. Don't allow his timeline to cause you to delay your happiness. Some of y'all need to be dating other people. If this man looks like he's not moving to make you his woman, and you know, over here we believe in mutual selection, so it's not moving to the two of you selecting each other, you just need to move on, really. You need to move on. Stop sitting and waiting for him to choose you. That's the issue with many of us. We are sitting back waiting to be chosen. When is the man going to choose me? When is the man going to marry me? And you have a whole life that you can be living. What are your passions? What are your hobbies? What makes you happy? What brings you joy? That should be your focus, not the timeline on when is this man going to commit. It's been 90 days. Steve Harvey said 90 days. Why hasn't he committed yet? We're going to get to your timeline, right? Don't put your life on hold for a potential commitment. If he's not talking about commitment, you guys aren't having the conversation about it, then don't put your life on hold. You need to be the main character of your life. Your life needs to be centered around you. I used to love Sex and the City. But Carrie was so focused on Mr. Big. Stand up, girl. But you need to be the main character. Do you show up as the main character, or are you showing up in your life like a supporting role? You are the main character in your life. When you wake up in the morning, you need to realize everybody's coming to see me. It's about me. And those some people feel like, oh, Cynthia, that's selfish. Okay, you can feel that way. Or that's self-centered. Okay, you can feel that way. But when your life is passing you by and you realized, because maybe you're a lover girl, that you've been so focused on everyone else, you're going to have some regret. You're going to be asking the question, what about me? What about what I want? So you need to be the main character. Double down on your hobbies, friendships, career goals, and health. Y'all, we saw, what was her name? Is her name Kayla? He wasn't man enough for me. Why you? We saw the body, yada yada. It was doing some things. Matter of fact, you know, if you're new here, I've just gone through a cancer journey. But yesterday I saw my plastic surgeon. I said, can I start exercising? Because Kayla can't be the only one out here looking like can I start exercising? Okay. He said, yes, you can. Thank you. And I made sure to get my work in today. All right. What does your health look like? Does your body look like the way you want it to look? Okay. A full, vibrant life is not only attractive, but prevents emotional dependence. Codependency. When you have a full life, whether you're single or married, it prevents codependency. It prevents you from making that man your all in all. We sing that church song, sing that song in church, forgive me. It prevents that. God is the joy and the strength of my life, right? That it prevents that. You should have a full and vibrant life. One thing I want to do, when I moved to Atlanta, I wanted to take a belly dancing class, and it's still on my list to do. Okay. One of the Heal Squad scheduled a coaching call, and she's like, Cynthia, like I after our session, I got in my hobbies. I went and I picked up the flute again. I was like, I need to pick up the flute. I used to play the flute. What am I doing? Right? A full, vibrant life belongs to you, but you have to do the work to create it, and you can't create it centering a man. You just can't do that. Okay. So you need to be the main character. You need to know your own needs. What do you need from a man? What do you need from a relationship? What do you need out of life? I realized in this journey, I want a more passionate life. This cancer journey, I want a more passionate life. I just, there's things that I desire and I haven't gone full force after it. Even as it relates to YouTube. There's things I want for YouTube that I haven't gone full force, but I'm going to now. Right? What does commitment actually look like to you? Exclusivity, forgive me, couldn't get that word out, right? Meeting his family or meeting his children if he has children, knowing his colleagues, his business partners. What does commitment look like to you? Does it look like future planning? Are you planning to get married? Do you want to get married? I know some Heal Squad like, girl, been there, done that, and I don't want it. Companionship is what I want. Sign me up for a companion, right? Okay. What is it that you want? You need to know what you want so that you can articulate it. And also so you don't negotiate about what it is that you want. If you know you want to be married and he doesn't want to be married, then that's not the man for you. Okay? Also, define your non-negotiables early. And they need to be clear. And then separate this from his definition. So he may have his own list of non-negotiables. You have your list of non-negotiables. Okay? What's a non-negotiable for him doesn't mean that it's a non-negotiable for you, and vice versa. But the two of you have to have an understanding as it relates specifically to commitment, what those non-negotiables are. Like I said, if you want to be married and he doesn't, then this is not the man for you. If he wants to have children and you don't, then that is not the man for you. As women, something I want you to do is stop trying to fit yourself into a man. I'm talking about like as a rib, and you know good doggone well you don't fit there. You shrinking yourself. I told a client this one time. I said, what would I look like? I wear a size 14 now. What would I look like putting on a size 2Gs? If we in session, you see, what would you say? You would think I'm foolish. That's how some of us look when we are waiting for a man to commit to us. And then he's like, well, I really don't want to be married, or I want to go with the flow. We're like, oh, okay, well, no, you're trying to fit yourself into a man who doesn't have the capacity to cover you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Watch my video when your husband comes, because that's going to teach you about capacity. Okay, so know your own needs. You need to know what you're actually looking for, what commitment looks like for you. And then also the why. You can briefly explore reasons why he hasn't committed. Okay, so could it be fear? Could it be timing? Not the one for him? Because you need to know if you're being a placeholder or if there's some true reason why he hasn't committed. Now, I think there are some legitimate reasons. Maybe you met this man, he's newly divorced, right? And he's like, I need a little bit more time to heal. Really, this relationship took me by surprise because you are everything I'm looking for, but I want to make sure that I'm in the right headspace to get back into a relationship and a marriage. Okay. Maybe you guys met and he got an opportunity in California and he's like, listen, I want to explore this opportunity in California. I don't want to commit to you because we will be long distance. We will be on the coast, on different coasts. And I don't think that's fair because we just met. Okay. I'm thinking between 90 days and 6 months, a man should commit. If you are in a year and this man hasn't committed, this man don't want you. And I mean that with the utmost respect. And I mean that with love. Do not waste your life with somebody who doesn't care about wasting theirs. He don't care about wasting his life. That's why he don't mind wasting your time. Okay? So you need to emphasize to him when you're having this conversation what it is that you want and you're non-negotiable. If you know you desire to be married by 45 and you 42, okay, then you need to emphasize that. But when 45 come and he acted like, you need to go about your way. You need to go about your way. I want you to be empowered to leave relationships that are not serving you. I want you to stop negotiating your heart. Stop negotiating your time, your emotional labor, your physical labor. Stop it. Stop it. And oftentimes I hear women say, well, Cynthia, I thought we're supposed to compromise. Yeah, there's certain things you compromise on. And there's other things that it's a hard stop. If you want to be married and he doesn't want to be married, then okay, we can't be together. If you believe in having a monogamous relationship and he's into polyamory and he doesn't, what are we doing here? No. Okay? So let's talk about gaining clarity. I want you to look at him and not your hope. See, as women, we have a good imagination. And we can infuse hope into dead situations. And that's probably Disney fault. Okay? Because Disney had us watch all the movies with the princesses and you would see a man and he would come and he would save you. And so in our mind, we always are thinking about the positives of what can happen in the relationship. We're hoping that he sees us and he'll value us and he'll want to be with us. We're hoping that he sees how good of a woman we are and then he'll want to lock us down. Right? Commitment isn't a feeling. It's consistent action. Is he integrating you into his life? Has he introduced you to his family, to his friends, to his colleagues? If he goes to church or the mosque or the temple, does he bring you there? Or do you feel like you're being hidden from his life? Or you feel like it's separate? Is he consistent with his communication with you and dates? Or do you feel like there's some inconsistency there? Do you feel like you're one of many? And maybe you've addressed it. And he's like, no, you're the only one I'm dating, but you still feel like you're one of many. You both have to make room for each other in each other's lives in order for there to be a commitment. If the man is not making room for you in his life, then you need to move on. Okay? Now, I don't want you to make an ultimatum. Like, okay, I remember telling my son's father, I want to be married by the time I'm 30. Now, I didn't make it an ultimatum. I didn't say, oh, you need to marry me. No, I just was like, I would like to be married by the time I'm 30. Okay. I had my son at 27, so we had time, right? There's a difference between giving an ultimatum like, listen, if you don't marry me by the time I'm 30, I'm moving on. That's an ultimatum, okay? Versus saying, I have really enjoyed our time together and I would love to be exclusive. What do you think about that? Are you looking for exclusivity or what is it that you're looking for? Use I statements. I enjoy our time together. I think you're a great man. When I spend time with you, it's just so amazing. It's as if time stands still when we're together and I can't get enough of you. See what he says and see what he says and how it makes you feel. Okay? You could do something like this. I really enjoy spending time with you and I can see a future here, but I need to understand where you see us going long term. Are we headed towards a commitment exclusive relationship or are we just enjoying the moment? And be cool like that. Are we just enjoying the moment? Don't put a whole lot of pressure on it, because sometimes as women, we want the commitment so much because we want to be chosen, but you have to take time to really assess, do you even really like this man to be chosen by him? I did a session not too long ago and I'm like, why do you want to be chosen by him? You want to be chosen because you want the affirmation, the validation, and the feeling that comes with it. But he's not a good man. He's not a good partner. He's not showing up as a partner. That's what I was talking about in the session. Okay? So I want you to look at it. Do I really want to be in a relationship with him? Do I really see a future with him? Or do I just want to be chosen? I just want to be selected. And so I'm triggered by why he's not moving towards exclusivity with me, because really there's an unhealed part in me that I need to address. Okay? Now, listen for red flags. If he says something like, I just need more time, or I'm not ready for a label, or let's see where things go, right? That's your answer. And accept the answer. And let me say this. Don't allow a man to engage in boyfriend behavior with you, but he won't give you a verbal commitment. So he's doing everything a boyfriend would do. He's showing up. He's taking up space in your life, but he won't commit to you. Don't allow that. Don't allow that. I remember working with someone. I said, you get a lot of male energy from him. He's the man in your life, even though you guys aren't together. Oh, well, no, yeah. He's the man in your life. And if somebody were to come and want to date you, what would you do? Oh, well, I don't know. Why you don't know? Because you're committed to a man who's uncommitted to you. Don't be that. Don't be that lady. Don't be committed to a man who's not committed to you. We're not going with the flow. That's why you have to know what commitment is to you. You have to know your non-negotiables. If he says, well, let's just see where things go, you say, you know what? I appreciate that we are in different spaces. And so for me, I'm looking for a commitment. If you don't know, if you haven't made, it's been 90 days, 6 months, and you aren't sure about me, then that tells me you're never going to be sure about me. And that's cool. But you need to remove your energy and you need to go on about your way. Okay? So let's talk about your non-negotiable timeline. It's important for you to establish boundaries and a personal exit strategy in the event that you guys been dating for a while and he's not ready to move for commitment. Okay? So you need to create a personal timeline. It's your business. It ain't nobody else's business what your timeline is. Decide privately how much longer you are willing to invest without a commitment. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. This is for you. It's not for him. Your timeline is for you. And you have to decide how much life you're going to invest. Life is precious. And I think we don't treat it as such. Because the time you give to the wrong man is not time that you can get back. So you need to decide, I'll give it 30 more days or a couple more dates. After that, I'm on my way. If he asks for more time, you need to change the dynamic. Stop giving him the benefits of a commitment, exclusive time, emotional access, if he won't match it with the title, create space. I just need more time to figure out if this is what I really want. Okay, well, cool. That's fine. But I'm not going to be here to give you the time. So let's take some time separately. If I'm still single when you decide whether or not you want to be with me, then maybe we can explore this. If not, I wish you all the best. I wish you well. Okay? If your personal deadline passes, or if his answer to your talk is vague about what are we doing, where are we going, you must be prepared to walk away. The reason why men feel comfortable wasting your time is because many women are not comfortable walking away. Men bet on your shaping as a woman, right? That they can play with your life and play with your time. And what I mean by that is we are conditioned for love and wanting to be loved and wanting to receive love and want to give love. And unhealthy men will tap dance all over that. So that's why he can play with commitment. A man who's serious about you will be ready to commit to you. Period. He wants to commit to you more than you want the commitment. And you know why? Because he sees this is a good woman. This is a great woman. She's intelligent. She's smart. She's kind. She's loving. She's compassionate. She's my dream girl. She's everything I wanted, needed. And I don't want nobody else to have her. I don't want to share her. And I don't want to mess it up. That somebody can swoop in and snatch her. And let me say this. Why would you even want to be with a man who's not clear about who you are? He don't see all that fineness over there. He don't see all that goodness over there. He don't see that. Gotta go. Okay? Now, this shows you value your time. When you say, okay, well, you're not sure about me, this shows you value your time and standards above short-term comfort. If more women said, oh, okay, well, you don't know where this is going, and walked away, that men would show up differently. We really don't understand the control and the influence that we have. There would be no infidelity if it wasn't for women. Because all men ain't gonna sleep with a man, okay? So infidelity would be gone if every woman decided, listen, I'm not gonna cheat with no man. Or when you find out that he's married or has a girlfriend, you say, okay, no, I'm not gonna be here. And you don't let your heart keep you there, right? Men won't be able to play the games. There won't be such thing as these long talking phases and situationships if women stood on business. And if you need help standing on business, schedule a coaching call so I can help you. If you're like, Cynthia, I don't have boundaries when it comes to dating. I really have a hard time sticking up for myself. I really don't know what my non-negotiables are. You need to click the link in my bio or in the description so that we can work together. Because going into 2026, it needs to be about you. You need to center yourself. Your dating experience and dating life is about you. You, okay? And you need to watch my video, Why Every Woman Should Date Selfishly, because that's going to help you too, all right? Now, also, don't be afraid to lose him. A partner who is eager to commit will never make you question where you stand. You will not need to, you gonna know you the woman in his life, and everybody around you is going to know that's such and such woman. That's Gregory woman right there. That's Joseph woman. That's Malik woman. There's no guessing. You don't have to figure out where you stand in his life. No, okay? If he leaves when you set boundaries, he wasn't committed to you anyway. If he feels some type of way, if anything, with any boundary you put in place, if somebody gets angry about that boundary, they were intent on taking advantage of you. Okay? Okay? So I want you to know that the power is in your hands. I want you to focus on your life, define your needs, and set your timeline. It's not about centering him. It's about centering yourself. I want you to keep your hobbies up. And if you don't have hobbies, I want you to find something to do. Whether it's starting a business, getting a garden, whatever it is, learning a new craft, I want you to center yourself in your life because your life is about you. Remember, we're focusing on main character energy. Maybe I need to do a video about that, okay? You deserve a partner who is certain about you and who happily builds a future with you, a life with you. He doesn't begrudgingly give you commitment or begrudgingly give you a here ring, here shut up ring, okay? Don't settle for a man who is not enthusiastic about you, who's not excited about you, okay? Let me know in the comments what your non-negotiables are as it relates to dating, and also as it relates, not just dating, but as it relates to commitment. Like, how long are you willing to wait for a man to commit to you? I also want to know if you have your own personal timeline. Or if you're like, Cynthia, I really don't have no timeline. I really be out here like going with the wind. Okay. This is Heal the New Sexy. My name is Cynthia.